Hello everyone and welcome back to Nuln. We are building the Gunnery School. I hope you all are ready. It's going to be ready for classes this semester. Make sure and put in your applications if you're looking for a scholarship and things that will help you get ahead on the scholarship. Obviously, you're going to want good grades, you know, like when you're looking at your accuracy when shooting orcs and other stuff like that. But you're also going to need to make sure you have extracurricular activities, like for instance, making garlic dip bullets and shooting the Sylvanians with it, and other such things. So, you know, if you were in like the marching gun band and stuff like that, you know, make sure and get all that stuff on your resume. You got to get that in there if you want to make sure you get a scholarship to Air's Gunnery School. In any case, glad you all are back. We got a lot to do. We had a battle that I wish I would have saved because some of you were saying that might be fun to post. You know, and I'll start doing that. And when I get into a tough campaign battle, maybe it'd be fun every now and then for me to save the battle. I'll put it on my Discord server. I'll put a link out there to the Discord server. You know, you don't have to like pay anything to join it or anything, obviously. And you all could come and download the battle and you could play it yourself. And then if you feel like you had a really good replay or some cool result, like you could post it back and let me know. Maybe we could make a video out of that at some point, which would also be fun. But I want to take Elspeth's army and I want to get the hero back in there. We lost a hero during that battle, unfortunately. But we need to improve her army. We've got multiple units here, like the Pistoliers need to go, the Sootsen's mortar needs to go. Her army is long overdue for an upgrade. In fact, let's go in here to the army. Let's go over to the Amethyst Armory. We're going to want an Amethyst rocket battery in her army, and then I think we're going to want at least one, probably multiple Amethyst Ironsides. So let's go ahead and spend some of those schematics and use some of it to upgrade Elspeth's army. So immediately what I'll do is switch out the Sootsen's mortar with an Amethyst rocket battery. So let's go... Oh, we could get another steam tank. That'd be pretty sick. This Silver Bullets is a cool unit, but again, these guys are not going to suit the purpose that we need. Let's get into this one. Let's grab our Amethyst units. It's going to be 19 when we stick the hero in. We need to get rid of the Pistoliers and get a little more oomph in this army. So let's get rid of those as well. So now it'll be 17. We need 3 more units. We've got 6 Ironsides. I might keep Sterling's Revenge, but then again, like I feel like they'd be better replaced with like an Amethyst Ironside. So I'll hang on to them until then because they're still a pretty useful unit. The Hergig Jaeger Corps I think is appropriate for this army. The Wonder of Age. All these stuff are going to be pretty good. And I don't think we need 2 cannons because I do have the steam tank and the standard cannon should be good. Or we could trade this, you know what we could do is we could trade this rocket launcher for a volley gun and have a little fun. Or we could try and get a steam tank with a volley gun. Let's hang on to it and then we'll trade it for a steam tank volley gun when the time comes on that. I think that'll be a little more entertaining. But at least for the time being, we need to get 3 more units into this army. Honestly, the Knights of the Black Rose are super helpful because being able to guard the flanks of your army and the rear of your army is very important when it comes to, you know, having these big gun lines. And so the heavy melee cavalry actually goes very well with this army. Now, some could think, well, that's not very thematic. It's not all guns. Well, I understand it's not all guns, but like, for instance, like a Napoleonic army, you would have had to support the line with good cavalry and artillery. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing you're doing here. Not that this has to be hyper realistic because it's obviously not hyper realistic because we're talking about Warhammer here. But you know, it is what it is. These mortar wagons have been pretty effective in other armies, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to drop in, honestly, I think I want 2 more of these Knights of the Black Rose. I don't have the money to recruit all of them, so I might have to go cancel a building or something somewhere. Let's cancel this one for a turn because that'll give me a fair bit of money back. We'll build it again soon. Local recruiting, we don't really have anything I want. Got that other Knights of the Black Rose, so then I put my hero in, and that puts me up at 19. I could wait to get another Amethyst unit at that point, or we'll just take whatever best suits us at that juncture. But let's go ahead and let that one start playing out. Her army is way past due for an upgrade, so let's make that upgrade. It's going to say a lot of buildings are available, but I really want to check my armies first. Yep, Franzi needs to move here. And we were going to move him to go take on the Skaven, though it looks like the Wild Hunt is on because Orion is certainly added over here. I was going to ask him for access, but Orion is not looking very pleased with any of our actions, so I'm just going to ignore him and walk through his land, and he can deal with it. If he wants a fight, then he's going to wish he hadn't picked said fight, but I would prefer not to fight him, given the opportunity. I don't see the need. But again, that's up to him to determine how stupid he's feeling. Let's see if there's any other armies with movement points. There are not any other armies that need to move. I'm going to go ahead and skip this turn end and save our money, and we'll put it to use on the next turn. So let's head to that point. Okay, here's Salty McSalt Spite begging for peace. That's pretty good stuff. Like, I'm going to say yes to that. I mean, get over it, Vampire. We've got garlic dip bullets for all of you. It's going to be great. Like a holy water launcher, garlic dip bullets, oak stake, volley gun. You know, we need all the good stuff for the vampires. Let's see. Money's good. All right, Cult of Pleasure got destroyed. That's a pleasure to hear. Oh, the lame jokes. Here we go. Let's keep on moving towards the Skaven. This is a little bit risky to be moving in this forced march deep into Skaven territory, but I will risk it. Looks like Orion got scared and headed home. What a crybaby. Oh, we could actually pick up a pretty suitable province here, so hopefully we can do that before Orion can beat us to it. Let's see, Emil is up in greenskin territory, and the Temple of Heimkel is right in front of us. Let's go give that a good attacking. Not much to see here. I'm gonna occupy it for this turn end, and then I'll just turn that over to the, in fact, I could probably turn it over to the Kislevites right now, because the replenishment is not that key here. Let's take care of the skill points here, though, real quick. Got magic reserves, Bloodborne. Ooh, that gives her a huge healing cap and terror, which is pretty cool. Let's do the loyalty to the motherland. Oh, it gives Buy Our Blood. It's just a 1 unit. Okay, I thought it might give it to like a whole bunch of units. That'd be insane if it did. Like, that'd be very powerful if it gave Buy Our Blood to everybody. Let's do the Bloodborne. What is that, like bloodborne pathogens? Like, what is bloodborne going on there? Let's go ahead and do lightning strike on Emil in case we run into a lot of greenskin armies with Wa, because that would be bad if we were unprepared for that scenario. Let's go with battle hardened here, and then another wizard. Let's do with earthing. I like reducing that miscast chance because it is very, very bad in certain circumstances to be hitting that miscast nice and hard. Let's see, where is this army at, by the way? Let's roll down to it. It's in Black Iron Mine. It looks like we have Karak Azul in our sights here, which is going to be the provincial capital, and then Sump Pit right there with it would complete it. Elspeth got her first turn of recruiting done. We're going to need another turn. We gained a decent bit of schematics. We're going to need well over 2,000, though, probably to pick up another work to do. Amethyst unit for her, so we'll need to, if there's Skaven here, we could potentially pick up quite a few schematics, because I think that you get more from fighting factions that have a lot of guns. It's like we'd be up against Clan Rictus, and they do have this Plague Priest here. They got some decent units. They're no match for us, for sure. I love hearing that mechanical steed going back and forth there, too. Let's go ahead and just fight this one. All right, let's attack the tower over here. I'm gonna see if my lord and my outrider. I wonder if my outriders can outrange these slingers on the wall. I don't want that tower to do a bunch of damage to one of my units, so I'm gonna knock it out, and then we'll use the rest of our ammo to clear the way. We've got lots of restocks available. It looks like 8 plus, what do we got? 8 more, so we got 16 restocks potentially that we can make. So that is a very healthy amount of restocks that we can bring to bear against the enemy. The tower is going down relatively quick, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to see if I can get these Amethyst Outriders up into range, because they could do really good damage to blobbed up infantry. Yeah, we're just about done with that tower. And then I'm just going to turn my... Oh crap, here comes the summons. Let's get our cavalry away from that summon, because they really don't need to be in melee, and I don't want to get forced into those slingers either, so let's back out of their range here too. Stupid summons. All right, we got rid of the tower. I'm going to slow it down for just a second. I'm going to pick a new target. Actually, let's target those night runners, and then my tank, I'm going to start blasting open the gates. All right, there we go. That'll work. I got my leaders to come in here and take out the clan rats. Got to stay away from the tower over here. We're just inside the range of the tower. We don't want our outriders dying. So like right there, I lost 2 outriders. They take their ammo with them when they die. So that is very much not what we want. What's got all the range over here? I see an enemy range marker. That's quite a... They really summon on like Ironsides and a wizard? Like that's not going to end well. And then they're right in front of a Knights of the Black Rose as well, so that's also going to end rather poorly for them. I'm going to tell my mortars not to follow, and let's just continue to dump on these units on the wall. Okay, we wrecked that crappy unit that summoned on us. I'm gonna try and get my outriders up here to do some damage. They're not actually hitting much. The angle is just a little bit off, I think, for them. Let's see if we can get these amethyst outriders up and see whether they can get a good angle. I'm probably gonna just turn off fire at will over here. This is not gonna do much, and then they're just gonna continue to summon on those units, which is not unexpected. They're a dangerous unit, so it makes sense for the Skaven to summon on them, actually. We're not really getting great damage in there either. We just can't quite get the angles that we need to make that effective, so I'm gonna actually just fall back for a minute with the different outrider-y kind of units. I'll fall back to my Knights of the Black Rose so that if they summon on me, they'll just get blasted. I'm gonna let my artillery do some more work here. Just gonna keep dropping mortars into there. These ones haven't... yeah, they are pretty high. Well, hang on, I can't tell what level. Yeah, unit rank 8. So they are pretty high rank. They should be doing well, but it's kind of hit and miss with how the mortars do, to be honest. Like they can do tremendous damage in certain circumstances, and then in other circumstances they just won't do it. Look, they're just really doggedly trying to get these outriders, but they summoned right next to the Knights of the Black Rose, so they took my bait there. Yeah, the Skaven keep running away from me and moving around, and when they do, it's actually fairly easy to dodge the mortars. If you start moving while they're in the air and your unit isn't painfully slow, like you're probably going to dodge a fair bit of them. But see, when they sit still, they do take tremendous damage. Drop a few shots over here, but see, every time they start moving, they're likely to miss most of the time. But yeah, if you can get the enemy to sit still, then these mortars are going to cause huge damage. I think we blasted the gate open. There's another summon. Amethyst Outriders were the target. They are probably running low on summons at this point. That one instant routed from the Knights of the Black Rose charge there. What are they shooting back at me? Oh, the steam tank is shooting. I was like, who's shooting at me? You know, this is going to be a slow process, but honestly, like I think I'm just going to turn off the fire at will, cease the war wagons, turn it back on, let them shoot, and then I think I'm just going to use a bunch of my restocks on this artillery and just let them do some work from back here. It just seems like no reason not to. We are getting fired upon by a tower because of our positioning here. I didn't realize it was hitting me over here. There was another stupid summon there by the rats, and I was busy fast forwarding. I think that outrider was sitting over there inside the range of that tower just by a hair. That's frustrating that I didn't notice that previously. But that's what I get for not paying better attention. Okay, I think they've got to be done with summons. I mean, unless they were just sitting on a gigantic stockpile of food. Let's see. Pretty sure they're done at this point. So let's just bombard them real good. Like, we're going to soften them up real well here. Get them good and tenderized for the main attack. I'm just going to turn the fire at will on and off every now and then here because the Skaven are going to rotate their forces. Right now, though, there's a bunch of units blobbed up there on the walls, and I think we're going to get really good bang for a buck out of those war wagons. Let's head back in here. Let's dish out some more restock. This has got to be demoralizing as a defender to just sit here and see the ammunition grow on enemy units. I'm just putting more and more ammo back into my artillery. Okay, we even broke a fort wall there because of our fire. That's great. Okay, mortars are going to continue to fire. They are racking up substantial kills at this point. We'll take a look at the Skaven. They have lost almost 500 troops here. This is exactly what we want, though. We don't want to fight these guys in melee. I don't want to move up and let their slingers get a bunch of kills on me, so I'm going to really lay in my advantage here that they can't touch me in this position. I deployed here purposefully so that I could destroy their tower and then just lay into them with artillery. So like I said, this was a very intentional deployment here. This was no accident. I continue to feed in ammunition to the war wagons, and we're just going to let them do what war wagons do. There's a lot of storm vermin here, you know, good melee capable units. Yeah, we're up over 200 kills, almost 300 there. I'm actually going to put some shots over here into this clan rat. Oh yeah, good hits there. Let's put some shots into that clan rat. Just going to really spread some love here with the mortars. It's not the kind of love that the Skaven want. This is not the cheese love that they're looking forward to. I might actually... Can we drop some on this storm vermin over here? It's a pretty expensive unit. I'd love to put some paint on them. There we go. Real good damage there. Nice. Okay, I feel like we have done some good damage. I kind of have like a little bit of a cheeky idea here since Outriders have a pretty good line of sight, like meaning they can see up and over things pretty good. I think I'm going to bring my leaders forward. I'll bring their heels, and actually I'm going to put the Amethyst Outriders right there. And we'll kind of do some cheeky stuff here. Let's put the steam tank up in that gap there, and then let's move up our Ironsides. And just in case we need some support, we'll bring up those Knights of the Black Rose there. This is our standard Outrider. Let's move it back. Let's let those Amethyst Outriders take that position. What I'm going to do now is kind of bait the enemy. I'm going to take my leaders inside the walls. That's going to hopefully force a reaction from the AI. And I'm going to position my Outriders right here, ready to punish anything that comes to attack my leaders who are just kind of sitting here in the breach of the wall, right? So again, we're kind of just trying to game the system. Plus, if they blob up, they'll get hit by my mortars. Target that storm vermin back there because that is a somewhat dangerous unit. Fire at will on the Amethyst Outriders. Let's see if they'll get some shots off. They should, though they may not want. Yep, they did. Perfect. See, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Just bait some pain, and then I can start dropping Earth Bloods in here to heal my engineers and just keep them alive even longer. So we're gonna just kind of give them some cheese here. Rats like cheese, so I'm gonna give them some cheese, just not the kind that they typically like to eat. Oh, this is great. This is good. We got some storm vermin coming up to take the bait. Look at the amethyst grenades just getting lobbed over the walls. Right on target. Right on target. So this is gonna be a gruesome destruction of the Skaven. One that I'm very pleased with. We got a Dwellers Below also. Let's give him some of that magic because I've got a big magic reserve all saved up here. I keep throwing heals and we're just gonna keep lobbing the grenades. There's the Dwellers Below. Oh yeah, this is an absolute abuse of animals. And it worked out very well. All right, well, that was a very efficient battle for us, other than me accidentally leaving one of my Outriders in the line of fire for a little too long. And of course, they got a few kills from their summons, but like I said, that was very efficient. We picked up 305 schematics. Unfortunate that we couldn't get more, but you know, we'll take what we can get. We could get another 455 schematics if we raise this settlement. It looks like a pretty good sized settlement though, so I don't necessarily want to raise it. Let's go ahead and occupy it. Yeah, so we picked up more schematics there, or that is the schematics we got from the battle. All right, we got another mechanical steed. Oh, we already had the mechanical steed. It might have been repeating that. So I'm pretty sure they both had the mechanical steed there. stockpile. So this is going to give us an extra use for restock, and it cools down faster. You just saw the value of restock there when it keeps those war wagons firing basically endlessly. So that is definitely good stuff. Let's go with black powder discipline there. And let's see here. So Karak Azul, we take over. Ooh, they got a nice building here. We can get steam tank volley guns eventually there. We'll go ahead and leave that building. That could be pretty handy. I'm going to build up some defenses, and then I'm going to take advantage of the salt trade. Plus, I mean, with my name as the HeirofCarthage, you know we love some salt around here. We're going to also turn Black Iron Mine into an actual iron mine, which makes quite a bit of sense. Let's see. I probably go ahead and build some of this stuff. Get those settlements built up. We still need more schematics if we're going to get more amethyst units for Elspeth, but she's got another turn of having to recruit those Knights of the Black Rose, and then we'll save up our cash and pick up some more amethyst iron sides. Her army will become an unholy terror, even more than it already was. We could even end up with a second amethyst rocket launcher or a cannon, but I'm thinking like a couple of amethyst rocket launchers, and honestly, infantry enemies would have no chance. Amethyst rocket launchers are absolutely gruesome against infantry-based enemies. It would be a slaughter. Like, it would just be an outright slaughter. Speaking of an outright slaughter, in the Chaos Waste, Borist is ready to commit some outright slaughter. And hopefully, oh, we can't quite reach these guys in one turn. That's frustrating. I hate the slow movement out in the Chaos Waste. I wish you could move a little further up here, honestly, because it's like mostly open ground, but I get why you can't, because it's supposed to be like all twisted and demented and stuff like that. So I mean, it makes sense, like, but as far as the kind of lore behind it. We got 4 more turns before Nuln reaches the city-state, and we can begin construction of the Nuln Gunnery School, which would finish the upgrades in our armory. I'm going to just end the turn again here, and I will see you on the other side of this one. All right, looks like Kislev did a little bit of confederating there, which is probably a good thing. We lost our outpost because they confederated. Not a big deal. Crooked Moon Wa succeeded? Not if I have anything to say about it. It looks like Volkmar's army is ready to rock and roll, and we have a good target over here, and it's not just any target. This is the Dancing Great Green Prophet, and she has a Snaz Child Cruncha, which, I mean, that's a pretty good name. Snaz Child Cruncha. I mean, I gotta give CA credit there. That's some creative writing if I've ever seen. In fact, if you ever talked about, I mean, because I'm such an engineer, and this is no offense to anybody who's an actual creative writer, but, you know, as an engineer, and I hear the words creative and writing put together, it just makes me a little bit sick inside. But I mean, if that's what we mean by creative writing, which is, you know, making up names like Snaz Child Cruncha, now that's a profession that I can respect. I mean, absolutely. All right, here we go. Let's enable magic attacks if they didn't already have it. They probably already, no, they did not already have it. Okay, good stuff. Let's give Wurrzag a great big green beating here, and we'll prophesy to him that gunpowder is the new way. And you know, maybe this is where the orcs of 40k began to understand the power of Daka. I don't know, we'll see, but let's jump in here. Got the battle going. I think we can run with volley guns, right?
Yes!
Do they actually move around faster now?
No lingering!
I mean, they're a little faster. They still feel pretty slow, but I guess they are faster. Their speed's only 30, so I guess what they mean by run is just more of... Anyway, I was curious how fast the volley guns are, and the answer is not. So I'm just going to go ahead and move these back into line over here, because they will not be able to retreat ahead of a greenskin advance. I'm going to get my land ships up here, as well as the steam tank, and let them do a little bit of artillery fire from distance. See if we can convince the greenskins that they should be... Is that headed for Volkmar? Well, whatever it was, it hit the ground. I think it probably was headed for Volkmar. Let's maybe target that goblin rock lobber and see if we can do a little bit of damage to it ahead of time. Greenskins are going to want to wait for me to attack them, but if we destroy their range capacity, I believe we can pull them to us, and then we can let this amethyst rocket battery do what it does best, which is absolutely lay waste to infantry formations. There is Wurrzag, and unfortunately the heretics have put him on the back of his boar where he can't properly dance, so I don't know how he can claim to be a prophet where he isn't on the ground actually dancing. So I'm disappointed personally, and it's a CA please. There comes the first volley from the Amethyst rocket battery, just completely leveling a unit of goblins. I'm gonna change the target over to the Black Orcs, and oh, that's a beautiful target right over here as well. We've got some, oh gosh, there comes another volley from the Amethyst rockets, and it is brutal. Look at the little purple suns flying around everywhere. It's absolutely lovely. It is a thing of beauty. That rock is saving the greenskin's life right now. Ooh. Another savage volley there from the Amethyst rocket battery. Let's just continue to pour in the pain. This is why the... Oh, look at that. 321 kills already on the Amethyst rocket battery. Imagine the Sunmaker with the Amethyst rockets. I mean, that would just be... That would be amazing. Be chef's kiss level of awesome. All right, here comes a solid volley. This one shouldn't wipe out a lot of units because they're moving forward in kind of a blob. It actually missed its main target, I think, which was this Black Orc, but maybe I'm wrong. But they still just killed a tremendous number of units there. Our standard rocket, let's target onto this other Black Orc. Black Orcs need to be target priority 1. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. I do have my Amethyst Outriders who can also do tremendous damage, but we have to be quite careful of all the Goblin Archers. They can tear up your Amethyst Outriders in a pretty big hurry. What I may do is try and spread the Amethyst Outriders right behind my infantry eventually, but for now we're good. Oh man, we are doing just egregious damage to the greenskins. This is insane. I'm gonna try and rip through their archer column. Oh, actually, no. Target this over here in that blob. Target that blob. If we can hit that blob with some Amethyst rockets, we're gonna get so many kills. Oh man, that was awesome. Just got a bunch more kills on that side. Oh yeah, right here. Oh yeah. Drop in those tiny purple suns. That is some good stuff. We're way up over 500 kills. That was a really well placed shot right there. I'm gonna target those Savage Orcs back, and I'm gonna try and continue to dump some fire into there. We should be able to jump up over 600 kills in a pretty big hurry. They're using a lot of death magic on me. The volley gun's opening fire now as well. Let's... I'm gonna bring Volkmar over here to try and intercede a little bit. I'm gonna back up with the ships and kind of place the tanks and the ships right here. Awesome. Good damage. All right, I'm gonna try and get the Snotling pump wagons fixed with Volkmar here and let my guns mow them down. Do a little soul fire or some other stuff there to help protect Volkmar a little. There we go. Good damage. All right, Snotling wagons are out. I need all these guys to be on a defensive stance, by the way. Oh my gosh, we are just absolutely laying waste to the greenskins. 674 Amethyst rocket kills. Let's pull Volkmar back closer. Oh yeah, the iron sides are opening up now. I'm gonna be ready to kind of bring the tank out front as well. This little blob over here, I don't think they're gonna have enough protection from the archers. I'm gonna go work them with the Amethyst Outriders. Oh, this is beautiful over here. We're just getting some fantastic action on this side. Got our volley guns going crazy. Let's dump some grenades into that Savage Orc back there. There we go. Should get some good destruction to the Savage Orc. Oh man, we are exercising the greenskin demons. This is amazing. Like the level of destruction here is extreme. I'm gonna go crush those Snotling wagons with my Knights of the Black Rose. It's enough booger picking for them. And let's move up over here. Oh man, this is just a gruesome destruction of the greenskins. This is practically illegal. Though, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not reporting it unless the report is, you know, like 10 out of 10 would do again. Volkmar's taking some arrows. I'm going to back up with him a little bit just to kind of draw those units in a little closer. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be the end of our enemies. Should we shoot Child Cruncha? I think I'm going to put some cannonballs in the Child Cruncha. But then I'm going to chase her down too. We'll give her crunching, just not the kind she typically enjoys. Wow, she got hit by a cannonball pretty hard there and took a tumble, and then another one bounced right off her giant rump right there. That was perfect. Ooh, Wurrzag just took a nasty shot from one of them too. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop Wurrzag. I just don't have the right unit for it. Looks like our rockets drove off all their units there. I'm gonna retarget those over here, just get a few more cheeky kills. And I'm gonna tell my cannon to lay off of Child Cruncha so I can hit her with the Knights of Moor. All right, here we go. So we've got a nice lance. Gonna lance some pimples here. I don't know how much damage they're gonna do. The Knights of Moor don't do great damage, but they've got some kind of, is that a burnt contact effect? Flaming attacks? No, I think it's something surrounding the River Troll Hag where we get slightly less attack. The attack on the Knights of Moor is disappointingly low. I think they're just dependent on their charge bonus. Very different than the Knights of the Black Rose, which I believe is what I accidentally called them earlier, by the way. So not Knights of the Black Rose. Wow, 853 kills with this rocket battery. Woo! Imagine having 2 of those in the same army. All right, there we go. So we killed Child Cruncha as well, so now the children will be safe, and then we got some friendly fire in there just to finish things off. Well, I mean, if there was going to be like a description or, you know, a detailed description of systemic destruction in battle, then that would be it, or war crimes or whatever it is. I mean, that was insane. Wurrzag, I mean, the only thing he's going to be prophesying of now is his utter defeat. So that was fantastic. And Snaz Child Cruncha was crunched under the armored hooves of our Knights of Moor. So that is going to be a good result there for us. I'm going to put some defenses in these little places. Yeah, we'll just try and set up a little bit better defense so it'll make it a little bit more difficult for the greenskins to try and just roll back through here. Volkmar got himself some upgrade points here. He's got 2 of them. And let's see, let's work on Imperial Gunnery, because who doesn't want stronger artillery? I know I do. And then his engineer is going to level up here too. So we're going to triangulation. That is always a great starting point. And then we'll do the all-terrain vehicle. That's a fun one. And then let's see, we got Earthblood. Let's go with evasion or into contact. Yeah, that battle healing cap increase is nice. So we'll do that. We got a garrison lord we still need to work with. So Elspeth finished her immediate recruiting needs. There's gonna need to be more to really finish up her army. I can see more Skaven and greenskins down here. I don't know where those greenskins are headed. Oh, they're maybe further down south. I have movement agreements though with, and I know we're short 1 unit. Oh, actually, we could probably get another amethyst unit right here. Let's go to the Imperial School. And man, do we get another amethyst rocket launcher? I mean, we saw what they can do. I'm going to take another amethyst Ironside, and we'll save the rest of those upgrades, and then we'll go ahead and stick another amethyst Ironside into this army right here.
You join the host.
And now the army is 20 of 20. Now we can still do a little bit of improvement here, I think, but that's still pretty good. I mean, the Stirland's Revenge can be traded out for an Ironside. Again, a few more things we can do, but I'm gonna go ahead and force march forward, try and get down here and see if we can engage Skarsnik and put our guns to use on his force. We can almost catch him over there. We could engage the Chaos Dwarves here now, and they have a lot of guns, so this would actually be a great way for us to earn some extra schematics. And they are not supporting themselves properly with artillery. Now, they have a tremendous number of blunderbuss units, but this army should be fairly well suited to bombarding them at range with the war wagons, and then maybe just cleaning them up with Knights of the Black Rose so that they can't do any long-term damage. I say we come... I kind of want to just come declare war and hit this army right here before they can get away. A little bit of a risk because there could be a bunch of Skaven nearby in that settlement, but let's just go ahead and do this.
Advance on them.
Not exactly like I expect to make friends with the Chaos Dwarves here, and like I said, they could be worth quite a few schematics to me. It says they're going to cause medium casualties. I don't think so. I think we'll do fine here. All right, folks, let's get things started. They're going to start using their army abilities and magic and all that kind of nonsense here, so I'm going to try and do my best to dodge it, but they don't have any long range, which is actually kind of strange for a Chaos Dwarf army, so I'm going to move up because Blunderbuss is the only thing they have along with magic, and I'm going to put my Outriders in range and just really give these guys the business. There's not going to be much they can do about it because they lack... I mean, they do have a little bit of speed here with some Hobgoblin Wolf Riders, but not enough to really deter me. So this is going to be insane DPS coming off of these guys. And then I have the War Wagons moving in. I'm going to target the War Wagons onto some of the Blunderbuss units because we do need to start dropping the Blunderbusses. But I mean, the Chaos Dwarves are going to be tremendously at risk to my Outriders. Like they've got almost no answer. They would have to use Drazhoath and the Hobgoblin Riders, and if they had any renders or anything like that, they could try and run me down. But I don't think they possess the speed to get things done here. Oh, look at that volley off of the Amethyst Outriders. Amethyst Outriders are a lot of fun, and I think against the right factions they could do pretty tremendous damage, but in this particular use scenario, I don't think they're... I mean, they're going to be good, but they're not going to be end-all be-all. These stupid Wolf Riders, let's split them like this. I'm going to put a quick volley on them. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. We got to stay ahead of Drazhoath. We don't want to get caught up with Drazhoath here. All right, come on back. Let's run these units back. We're going to pull Drazhoath back towards our gun line. We've definitely got his attention. Oh man, our look at the damage on those tightly packed Blunderbuss units. They got owned. Drazhoath is up in the air, so I'm gonna just pull him straight past my gun line, and he should get blasted without a whole lot of friendly fire. Yep, right there. He's gonna get hosed by Amethyst Ironsides. He might continue. Yeah, he came down after my steam tank actually, which was I think a bit of a mistake. I'm gonna bring some units up right behind him, and then alongside him, pull these units back out. Yeah, we're gonna get back out here and continue to fire him. Oh, he should have stayed in melee. The melee was the only thing protecting him right there. He should have never left melee. I pulled my engineers out here to shoot at him as well, where they could get a good line of sight. Okay, now I can target more units onto him. He's getting pretty good damage done on my steam tank. Not surprising. He's a tough melee. I do have a Jade Wizard though, so neener. We're just gonna heal the tank. I don't know how you heal a tank, by the way, but you know, maybe we're just putting some new oil and other stuff into it. I don't know. Whatever the case is. All right, Drazhoath is getting absolutely dumpstered by my forces here. All right. Oh, he came over to attack my engineer there. He's gonna use some of his magic. Big surprise. Okay. Drazhoath is... Wow, he got a big hit in, though, right there. Took a big chunk out of my engineer. Again, don't underestimate him. He's a very tough melee combatant. Very difficult melee combatant, but we're good. I'm gonna put some heals right there, and then let's bring our Outriders up. I'm gonna start targeting more Blunderbuss units. We're getting really good damage done. We hit another good Blunderbuss unit over there. Again, as long as we stay outside of those red semicircles, we're going to be nearly invulnerable to the Chaos Dwarves. So we're just going to sit right outside of their firing arcs and just continue to pour in armor-piercing missile fire and grenades and everything of the sort. So we're just going to back up there right before they can fire at us. Set up another gun line, and we're just going to fire retreat. And Chaos Dwarves are getting absolutely worked right now. Absolutely worked. I'm gonna start targeting more Blunderbuss units over here. I've done good round, like cross the board damage to most all of the Blunderbuss units. There we go. Really good DPS off of our Outriders. Get some real nice value. I'm going to pull these back. Let's pull our Master Engineer and our tank back. We don't want to expose those units to blunderbuss fire. Oh yeah, perfect shots there. We're going to back up again. And we're just going to continue and just repeat here. I haven't needed to use any ammunition requisitions at this point. I don't think we're going to need it. That is so much fire off those Outriders. It is very damaging as well. Okay, back up. Let's go all the way behind our lines and let the Ironsides finish this one. They should be quite capable of it. They have exploding shot. I'm gonna just get you all some good views here. And here comes the gun line, gonna be opening up. Again, you can see the explosive shot there, gonna be even more damaging against tightly packed infantry groups because of the splash damage. We do want to watch out for blunderbuss units, but it looks like all of their units have routed. So it is going to be a clean rout here. Just an utter destruction of the Chaos Dwarves. Hopefully we get a good number of schematics from this. I'm going to actually follow some of them with my Outriders. Just cause some additional damage here just because we can. Because there's absolutely nothing that they can do about it. Wow, some of my Ironsides got almost 100 kills just in that short time as well. We're gonna probably end up with some friendly fire here, unfortunately. There's, yeah, the steam tank and other units are shooting, so we're gonna get a little bit of friendly fire, but it should be worth it to get in here and mow down the rest of these Chaos Dwarves. They have a blunderbuss unit that's running away from me back there. Let's continue to push up. This is definitely massacre. Let's blast up that blunderbuss unit, and I'm done. Let's go ahead and end the battle. Well, that was definitely good. Oh yeah, we got a ton of schematics. 1,182 schematics off of that fight. That is spectacular. We can get extra schematics here too, so let's grab those, and I think that'll buy us another Amethyst unit for Elspeth. So we really work some schematics out of him there. Yep, it should get us another Amethyst unit for Elspeth, which I think we have to be in a settlement and in the right thing to get, but still, we can grab us another Amethyst Ironside unit there. They're getting real expensive now because we're really taking advantage of them, but that was awesome. So a good battle for us. We didn't really take any significant damage, so even if there is a Skaven force over here, we're relatively safe from it. Like, I'm not expecting any issues. So hopefully that was a fun episode for you all. I thought it was a good episode for us. Carl, ooh, we're gonna arrive just before Alariel can get to build Bali. And then hopefully I can get to Montañas before they do as well. I'm gonna try and like make something out of this. It's really nothing to worry about here. Let's just auto-resolve that as well. Pick up a few more schematics while we're at it. We get more schematics still by occupying here, so that's good stuff. All right, so a whole bunch more schematics. That might buy me... Not quite. We need 2625 to get the next Amethyst rocket battery, which should be really making Elspeth's army completely out of control, which of course is exactly what I'm aiming for. 3 more turns before we get to start building the gunnery school. So, I mean, I'd say we're within a couple episodes of the end of this one, but we're having fun. And I think taking out the Skaven will be quite thematic. And then Sartosa as well, because they're another gun faction. So fighting these other gun factions, I think will be quite an interesting activity for us here and should create some good old-fashioned fun. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you all soon with some more action in Total War Warhammer 3.